coming to you. We are going down the Orlando Turnpike. Just left Orlando. I said the Florida Turnpike. We just left Orlando. I just left Orlando. Picked up a load going to Adairsville, Georgia. I told you I'd bring you a live video every day this week. Today is Wednesday, October 18th, 2022. Is it Wednesday? I don't know if it's Wednesday or not. I kind of got confused there for a minute. Yes, it is Wednesday. Dang. I lost my mind there for a minute. Been driving too long. Anyways, I told you I'd bring you a live video. I appreciate all the response. I appreciate everybody watching, everybody checking in. I really appreciate it. It's helping the channel grow. It's like I said, I try to bring educational videos every day. I try to do little short videos and different things. But like I said, this week I started doing the ride along with the trucker, the live thing. So I really appreciate you checking in and riding with me. I really appreciate that. Make sure that you put the comments if you're watching right now. Let me know. Let me know if you like these type of comments. Let me know if you like these type of videos. Anyway, today let's talk about a DAC report. It's something I had a few people asked me about. What is a DAC report? A DAC report is like a truck driver's credit. You don't know what that is. Anytime you go work for a job, and you leave that job, they have a system where they can put on there what happened when you left your job. Like, did you leave on a good reason? Did anything happen? It's like a credit report. So you want to make sure that when you're actually leave a company, that you leave in good standing. One thing you don't want to do, drivers, you don't want to ever abandon a vehicle. If you abandon your truck and quit, leave it at a truck stop, call them and say, hey, I quit, screw you, I'm leaving. Another truck company will hire you, yeah, but they're going to put it on your DAC report. And once you get an abandonment on there, it's hard to get a job. You run around that. So make sure you leave a good standing, give a good notice and stuff like that. I've heard of people. Let's say they damaged a truck. They would put it on there that a company may put on there as an accident. And you know what? Company can consider that an accident. So even though it's not a DOT accident, they can put it on as an accident that you had an accident inside that company. So make sure whatever you do when you leave a company that you leave on good standings. I don't know how much to stress that, but make sure you leave them on good standings. Give a notice. A lot of these drivers out here are job hopping. I mean, they'll job hop left to right. They'll work for a company 2 or 3 months, and they'll go work for somewhere else 2 or 3 months. People see that on your DAC report. They'll see that and they'll say, hey, this is a job hopper. He's maybe not going to be dependable. And I get it. Right out of school, you don't know where you're going to go work for. That's why it's important. It's important to do your research, not just by the recruiters that come to your school, but it's important to talk to actual drivers. Look up references and try to find out about them that way. You want to find out, how good the company is. And if you get a company and it's a terrible company, I understand. Get the heck out of there. Leave. See you bye. But if it's mediocre and you can handle it, try to make it 6 months if you can at least, and then leave on good standing. There are good companies out there. You just got to find the right home. Like I said, I started with the company I'm with right now. I started carriers. But you know what? I worked for Heartland. I worked for Heartland Express. I worked there for almost 2 years. And 2 or 3 years, and I didn't like them at all. But I didn't want to job hop. But I eventually came back to Rosedale, and I'm glad to be back. I'm not a recruiter for Rosedale at all, but I'm glad to be back here. I feel like I'm home. I'm with a company that that I can communicate with, and I can talk to, and I can talk to the dispatchers one-on-one, and that's all that matters. A lot of companies out there, they're going to promise you the world. They're going to promise you the miles. They're going to promise you home time. Bottom line is, the grass seems always green on the other side, and usually it ain't. Sometimes it is, but it ain't all about the money. To me, I can make more money going to work for Walmart. Like, Walmart pays a lot of money. They pay a lot of money, and I can go to work for Walmart. They're a bigger carrier, but I'm happy where I'm at, and that's what matters. Like, I can kind of choose the runs I want and get home when I want to get home, and that not always, because it's trucking and it always doesn't work that way, but just having that option. If I feel like something happened right now and I needed to get home, I feel like my company would get me home immediately. Not to say that Walmart wouldn't, but I just feel like I don't know. I like where I'm at. So, but I appreciate y'all all subscribing. I appreciate you hitting that like button, and appreciate y'all riding along with me. It's a pretty day today. My wife, I told her earlier, she said it's cold back in Georgia. I'm down in Orlando. It's 78 degrees, so it's crazy weather. When I drop this load off, I'm actually taking this to Georgia. I don't get to go home tonight because I got to keep rolling, but I've only got 4 hours left on my clock, so I'm going to get into Georgia, but I'll take it into Adairsville, Georgia. That's where I'm going to take it, drop it off. I'll drop it off there, and then I've got a load to pick up in Dalton, and I'm taking it up to Cincinnati, Ohio. So we'll get to go through that tomorrow. But anyway, I appreciate you joining me along. I appreciate the ride along, and I will get back with y'all later. See ya.